reflection. Welcome you all to this 21st reflection in Lent. And the theme that I have chosen today is that we should give up apathy. Apathy is a feeling of carelessness for others. We only care about ourselves, and no matter what happens to my neighbors, even though I am in a position, even though I have the capacity to help them, I don't care because of apathy. So, apathy is a feeling that we should give up in this Lenten season. And the very fact that I'm able to talk to you live, and also the very fact that you are able to watch this video and other videos shows that we are really blessed more than the majority of the world's population, because every year, due to poverty, 1.5 crore, 1.5 crore people die. That is around 150 million people die every year because of poverty. And many parts of the world, people don't even have access to a clean drinking water and food and basic medical care. And when we read all these figures, we start questioning, why can't somebody do something about it? Instead of asking this question, let us change that question and ask, is there anything that I can do? In a very, very subtle way, in a very, very small way. You don't need to change the entire world, but at least if you can affect one person positively, our life is meaningful. And the reason why God blesses us is that in turn we can bless others. That's what we read in Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 to 3. God tells Abraham that he's going to bless him so that in turn he could become a blessing for others. That is the reason why God blesses us. Not to keep the blessings for ourselves, but that we in turn may bless others. And the same point is reflected in 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 3 to 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verses 3 to 4. God comforts us in our afflictions so that we can comfort others. Beautiful words. God comforts us in our afflictions so that in turn we could also comfort others. That is the reason God blesses us, not to keep the blessings for ourselves, but to pass them on to others. And what causes us is this feeling of apathy. When you have apathy, you feel, oh, this is not at the right time. I will do something in future. So these are the kind of excuses that we give. And the second excuse is, okay, let somebody else do it. There are so many good people out there. And the third excuse is, wow, how can I change the whole world? Too many people in poverty, too much thing. Therefore, it is too overwhelming for me to do. So these are the excuses we usually give and have apathy, and we don't do anything. In the Bible, there is a beautiful parable narrated by Jesus, the parable of the Good Samaritan, where Jesus says, when this man is being robbed and beaten and put on the roadside, first the priest and the Levite, when they come, they see and they don't do anything but they go. This is one kind of reaction because they have a particular philosophy of life. And the second kind of reaction is by the Good Samaritan, where he takes care, where he spends his money and time and love. And this is a second kind of reaction because the Good Samaritan's philosophy is different from that of the priest and the Levite. What is the basic difference between these two kinds of philosophies? The philosophy of the priest and the Levite on the one hand, and the philosophy of the Good Samaritan on the other. The basic difference is that the priest and the Levites Levite, their question in mind is, what will happen to me if I help this man? What will happen to me if I help this man? Maybe my things will go late. I'll be running behind my schedule. I'll waste my time. I will waste my money and everything, energy. So their question is, what will happen to me if I help? But the question of the Samaritan is different. You know what the Samaritan asked to himself? What will happen to this man if I don't help? Probably he may die. So there is a world of difference between these two questions. So when we ask first question, what will happen to me? We cannot help anybody. It doesn't encourage us. But we should ask the second question, that of the Samaritan. What will happen to the person in need if I don't help? That is called caring. And for that we should give up this feeling of apathy. Apathy. Okay, I am fine, that's okay. This kind of mentality, let us try to give up in this season of Lent. If you are inspired by this short message, kindly subscribe to my channel and kindly share in your groups. Thank you and God bless.